Hello people of the interwebs, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome for the first time. It's great to have you. Today we are going to be filming this kind of sultry but still very wearable Valentine's Day look. I feel like it is wearable for most days. If you're going out at night, it's really pretty, there's some sparkle in the eyes, and the lip is long wearing if you are eating a meal or, you know, giving some smooches. But yeah, if you are interested to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so Valentine's look, we're just gonna make this kind of like a simple glam but very pretty and easily wearable look. I'm going to start with my Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. It's still very hot here in Johannesburg and I don't want anything heavy sitting on my face, so we are going to go in with this one. As usual, just a little bit on my hand, and I'm going to dot that all over. I always think that's so pretty. It's just the right amount of coverage without looking too much. So I'm going to use two different concealers today. I'm going to use a lighter one just under the eyes and a slightly darker one, more my skin tone, on the rest of the face. For the under eyes, I've got the Fenty Beauty, what is this called? The Pro Filter Concealer, I think. This is the shade 150. It is very light on me, as you will see. So literally, I'm just going to do 2 dots under each eye, the inner corner and the outer corner. I get some, like, you can see my veins here, they're quite blue. So I like to just put a little something to cover up that blueness. And we blend, 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 blend. Okay, that is the under eye area. You can see how brightened that is. Then I'm going to take my Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the shade 20 Light Beige and just put that on any spots I have. So I've got a little spot down here, one over here, one on my nose. I don't know if you can see, but anyway. And I normally just do a little bit around my nose and on my chin. We're going to powder. I've got the Sorbet Powder to You loose powder that you guys know I love. Just going to tap into the puff because there's already some product on there. Definitely got to set that concealer. And just a light dusting all over the rest of the face. Okay, I'm not going to contour. That's not really in my like regular type of makeup. Maybe for a fancy event I would, but I've got this Revolution Duo Blush and Highlighter blushed. This is in the shade Kindness. So you've got like quite a rosy blush and I want to say a peachy golden highlight. It's really pretty. We're just going to tap into the blush. The blush is very pigmented. Just going to pop that on the cheeks. Do you see what I mean? It is got some powerful pigment there. Wow. Just gonna tap over. There's a little bit too much. That's better. It's quite easy to go overboard with those blushes. Now let's go into the highlight, this gorgeous goldeny shade, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to put that on the tops of the cheekbones. let's move on to brows. As usual, I've got my little Revolution Duo brow pencil. I feel like you guys are probably very tired of this, but it works very well for me and I enjoy it. Literally just gonna fill in the tiniest bit because I don't need that much. And then to stick them down in place, I've got this Essence Fix It Like a Boss transparent brow fixing gel. This stuff is great. If you have unruly brows like me, this does a very good job. It's quite like runny, so you just got to be a little bit careful about how you apply it so you don't get it like all over your skin. Okay, but it really like sticks those hairs down. This dries down after a few minutes, like very stuck. So yeah, moving on to eyes. You know me, oily eyelids. I need my Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, so I'm going to go in with that. All right, so for eyes, we are going to use 2 palettes today. You totally don't have to do this. I've got the Revolution Forever Flawless Allure palette. How gorgeous is this packaging? The reason that I feel like a second palette is needed is because the tones in this palette are all quite either light or medium toned. There's nothing to add depth to the look, not really. And there's a huge mirror. How am I gonna not blind you? There we go. Hopefully you get a good view. So, I mean, this purpley one here is kind of the darkest it gets, or this reddy tone down here, but there's no like dark brown or anything to deepen up that outer corner. So I feel like we do need something just to add that depth. And for that added depth, we're going to use the Catrice Pro Slim eyeshadow palette Next Gen Nudes. You guys know I love this one. We've got these 2 dark browns on the side that we're going to incorporate into the look. I'm going to start with just a fluffy blending brush and go in with 2 shades to just, work in as a transition. So I'm going to start with these 2 over here, Charisma and Infatuation, and just mix them together and put them on the eye. Get a nice mix. I'm going to pop that on the outer corner and in the crease. This is not going to deposit a whole lot of color. It's just to give us that bit of a base that makes things easy to blend out. Alrighty, hopefully, yeah, you can see that quite well. Now we're going to go in just with a little bit of pink because, it's Valentine's Day. Just going to make it a little bit titch pinky. I am going to use the shade Sweethearts, this pinky one over here, and also just pop that in the crease. Just on the same brush. I'm actually putting it a little bit higher than I put those initial 2 shades. Not quite up to the brow bone, but just giving that little bit of pinky warmth. The mattes in this palette are just gorgeous. They blend so beautifully. There we go, a little bit of pink. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Magnetic, which is this one over here. It looks like a pale gold in the pan, but when you apply it, it's more of like a super sparkly rose gold. And maybe let me zoom you in some more so you can see the application, because it's so glittery, it's beautiful. Okay, woo, we are getting close. So I'm just gonna go into that magnetic shade on my finger and press it onto the sort of mobile part of the lid, not the outer corner, just the inner corner and the middle. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys can see that. It is so sparkly and just, oh, what a gorgeous shade. All right, I'm gonna take this, what do you call this kind of brush? A very dense squat brush, and just go in with the 2 initial transition shades on the bottom lash line. Then on a like regular shader brush, I'm gonna take the shade Hedonism, just this like whitish bonish color, and pop that on the brow bone. And I mean, if you want to end it there with the eyeshadow, you totally can, but I'm just gonna pop into the dark browns in this Catrice palette. I'm gonna start with the lighter one, it's called Classy. And we're just going to pop that on the outer corner and blend into the outer crease. I'm going to go back to that brush we used for the lower lash line and just take a little bit of that same brown shade. Just on this outer bit, I'm not going to go all the way in. I'm happy with the depth of that. I don't feel like I need the darker shade. Then for an inner corner highlight in this Catrice palette, again, I'm going to take the shade Vision. This beautiful, sparkly, off-white color. And I'm just going to take it on my pinky finger and pop that in the inner corner. I love the way that just brightens it up. I'm going to do some eyeliner. You can totally skip this if you are not an eyeliner person, or you could use that really dark brown and do like a, use the shadow as eyeliner, but I'm going to use my Switch Beauty Jetliner eyeliner pen thing. I'm not going to do a wing or anything, just a line across the top of the lashes, not too thin, not too thick, somewhere in between. That. Then for mascara, I'm going in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. This is a new one to me, but I really like it. I mean, look at the difference. Look at the mascara dye and the no mascara dye. That just, it makes a huge difference. Like, have you ever? Look how long those lashes are. I've had some lip balm on this video, so I'm just gonna wipe that off with a little tissue, because we are going in with a long wear lipstick. For lipstick, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink. This is in the shade Lippy, number 10. And you don't have to do this shade, like depending on what you're wearing, like go with what works for you. But the reason I've chosen this is because it is gonna last. If you're going out for a meal, you're still gonna have color on your lips by the end of the meal. It's, you know, in no way going to fade. It does lose some of the shine, but not the pigment. So they say you need to shake this for a few seconds. It's got quite a nice applicator too. So you can see it's kind of like a dark rosy pink. I'm not sure quite how to describe that color. That is it for this Valentine's, Galentine's, or, you know, any kind of occasion look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really am just loving the eyes with that sparkly rose gold shadow. Let me know what you think. Do you have any Valentines or Galentines or whatever plans for February the 14th? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!